Lathan working in, loose on the floor. Pringle's got it. Alabama's got it. Sears around the screen. 7-0 run to begin this game.
Screen roll, stepping behind the screen and knocking it down.
Pringle to Sears.
Fouls on the offensive rebound.
Griffin. Pringle got it.
Estrada finishing it off, and Nick Pringle going up to the top shelf and one. Beautiful finish, beautiful concentration. He had his length. You could put him up under the basket, but they're different players with what Nick Pringle.
Right to Ricks, but it's intercepted by Griffin. Here comes Alabama. Behind the back to Cosby. Pringle the assist.
The ball very, very well, getting up and down, and you can see as Ricks was taking it in there, getting down and stealing the ball, and Bama back to defense into transition, and Cosby with the easy one, lining it up. Able to post up. The experience from playing many years in college basketball, transferring in, not afraid of the moment.
The floater for Pringle.
Level athleticism coming off this screen low. Look at Nick Pringle going to the top shelf, throwing it down. Beautiful reverse layup.
Sears, Pringle, and he's fouled. Nick Pringle, Alabama brought in, have really made this a well-rounded squad.
To the work that this team puts in. You talk about they live in the gym shooting, and of course you get the announcer's jinx there.
It happens.
Line out of bounds situation.
Looking for Conwell. Conwell had it blocked by Griffin. Reitzel, left side three, too strong. But a foul on the rebound.
Gator was a huge reason why with his strong start to the ball game. He's feeding Howell, knocking down Pringle, and the foul, offensive foul.
Taking his time in the low post, getting over his left shoulder with the baby hook.
Griffin attacking, finding Pringle, just couldn't.
The Jaguars land, shooting it effortlessly and confidently.
Nelson thought about a three. Sears will take it and connect.
It can break it wide open.
Jones denied thanks to strong post play. Sears to Nelson. Pringle with the finish.
Job playing on 2 feet, catching the ball in the middle of the paint, and making the proper decision and finding the open man.
To Walters in the corner. Switch.
Much better finishes. Gets to the top of his jump and finishes with a little bit of finesse over the top.
More defensive pressure from Alabama. Grant Nelson dumps it to Pringle, using the winds of play. Millender right side. Can't get it past Pringle. Nelson. Pringle! Challenge for this by this coaching staff. He continues stepping up his game in a larger role. Pringle can't stop! Back to Pringle again.
Great point forward action there by Grant Nelson. He took a hit to the chest, but was able to get extension over the top.
Pringle, the offensive rebound and the putback. Estrada. Couldn't connect there. Another offensive rebound, Nick Pringle. Grant Nelson, the floater, the finish. Nick. Now 10.5 minutes without a field goal for South Alabama, missing their last 13. Pringle with some.
McCreary couldn't get it. There's Pringle on the glass.
Good rebound there by Pringle, cleaning that one up. Missed the defensive rebound earlier, coming over too much on the offensive.
Oh, Pringle hammers it home.
And there he is.
Here's Pringle. Sears had room and gets the layup.
The cup.
Carmody, a feed down low. What a block by Pringle.
Wow.
Sears, whistle, and Pringle Tough down low. What a finish.
And he muscled.
Sears looking for Pringle, and he's fouled.
Any player can get it off the boards, take it up and push the team in transition. When you have that type of ability, you're a threat from all over.
Mark Sears thought about the three. He's been a threat from all over tonight. Now he'll drive. Another great take from Mark Sears. The freshman Thomas. No room. Now Carmody. Oh, that's stopped by Pringle.
That you get some good quality possessions, which if Alabama has to take the ball out of the net, then you can stop them.
Oh, Pringle with the flush. SEC preseason team this year. Look at that move. Couldn't get the roll, but Pringle gets the board. And Griffin fought for it for a moment, and then Mercer came away with it. And then Pringle gets the interception. Estrada looking for Rylan Griffin. And a no at the rim, and Reitzel comes away with it. Numbers, Pringle!
Great. Well, it's Alabama off to the races with the alley-oop to Nick Pringle. And the Tide are ready to shoot.
Sears looking for Pringle! Whoa! Wow! Cosby. Pringle gets the miss and then gets the putback.
Good activity.
Way Estrada crossing over, getting down the lane, getting to the rim, high off the glass. It won't drop. Rebounded by Pringle. He gets it back out to Sears. Sears splitting defenders, driving in and scoring for two.
Three. Tired, long rebound collected by Rylan Griffin. Nelson rolls. They find him. Grant, extra pass and a foul. Defense.
When you see a kid like that, you see an NBA player. Oregon, last two possessions, really. Finding the open man, knocking down the open shot.
Snard. Denied by Nelson, another guy who's played a ton in college. Tough runner off the side of the backboard. Sears pushing pace, 2v3, Sears. Thought about the
Keys. Dad, Randall, longtime linebacker in the NOs. 14th season is the
against Georgia this weekend. That's going to be fun times. You feel like this unorthodox style still favors. It's how you actually post.
You saw that quick shot of P.J. Hall on the bench for the Tigers with 3 fouls. Sears, step back three, got it. Closing in on 13 to go here in the second half. Hunter lost the ball. It's a turnover. Now Walters. Sears. Oh!
Hey, look, I can design some sets for you to get some points, but eventually you're going to have to make some reads off those design sets and make some shots. That's what great players do. And he's found a way to do that thus far in the second half.
5-point game. And Hall back in there. Goes baseline, knocked out of bounds. Falling for it.
What a dagger.
And the lob is Pringle. Already. The pitch out from Reitzel. He got an open look for 3. That won't fall. It goes down to the dead there today. Rylan Griffin jump feed out top Nelson. 5 to shoot. And he scores. That's high level. They pushed him off. He's almost at the elbow. He's leaning on Pringle. He throws him off the window hard. And here comes Nelson. Edie wanted the foul. Sears swooping in down the wing. He scores again. And Mark Sears has been lethal so far. And Purdue respond. Lawyers swatted away by Pringle. When you pop, he doesn't stop. story hasn't really circulated.
He did hockey too.
He did, yeah. Caleb first, he can pass. Oh, man, Pringle comes over and got a piece of. You should know he scored the exact amount of points that you did at Purdue as of right now.
This is going to fall today.
Oh, boy, here comes
Is phenomenal.
Here's a lob. Pringle on the back end pops it in.
Bing obviously can do that, just not at the same rate.
What a lob, and that stuff goes down from all the way in the short corner for Pringle.
The pass, the athletic ability. So there's 3 blue jerseys. Someone's got to stop the ball, step in. Farabello reaches in. There's got to be a decision made. Decisive.
The rim scoring for Creighton in Henderson. Pringle got decked and a foul. That is a great way to put it. Oh, they love his versatility. It's another lob from Reitzel, and Pringle hanging on rims. Across the entire European continent. Another lob for Pringle. Creighton, though, still by a point. Another lob, Sears. Pringle rescues it. On the kick out at 3 for Cosby, won't go. Second chance, will. And a fist pump from Pringle, who has had an enormous first half.
His athletic ability, his leaping ability, it seems like every year Alabama has 2 or 3 of these guys. And Pringle is just literally above the rim, head and shoulders over anyone who gets in the way, and Greg McDermott's having to go deep into his bench.
Free throw good. Alabama a 2-point lead. Crowd wants to travel. It's not coming. Estrada rimmed it out, and an injured player down again for Creighton. That points on 5 shots after 35 in Toronto. Nelson wants Shireman. Kalkbrenner clears it and lost it. And it's tipped beautifully by Pringle for Sears, who missed it. But Grant Nelson very active on a halftime for an Alabama lead.
The focus has been on him to start this half.
His energy has been dynamic. Sears the drop off and a foul against Shireman.
These teams has a run in them. 8-0, 9-0 run with Nelson. You can't let Alabama off the hook.
Pringle whirling, and he somehow held control and scores.
It is so athletic. That great lift on it.
19 for Trey Alexander tonight. Estrada floater over King. Second chance and free throws for Pringle.
Points from Love at the line. Here's a 3 that's off the mark from Sears. Alabama 1 for Larson driving into the lane. Previs underneath. Missed it. Got it back. And then stripped. Alabama really working hard on the defensive end with reach-ins. Estrada spinning, kicking out. Stevenson open. Another miss from 3. They're 1 for 8, but another offensive rebound. Actively. Dave pass Sean Farnham, 5-point Alabama lead. But we thought at this point it'd probably be 30 to 25. Great pass that time over the top, out of the timeout by Nelson to Pringle.
Head above the rim.
On the other end, Larson tried the lob to Ballo. It was broken up. Good hustle by Larson. Nelson into the lane to Pringle. Good dish. And Alabama on a 7-0 run. Pringle spinning and scoring. Boy,
extremely hard because they were a team that was probably playing better than anybody in the SEC at the end of last season, but only got a 7th seed because of the way the NCAA viewed their scheduling in November, December.
How about the putback by Nick Pringle? Homer was cut off. We'll feed the big man in Kozart. Estrada will push. And the dump off is there to Pringle.
Is when Alabama likes to play the way you play, all of a sudden that advantage Eastern Kentucky usually enjoys tempo-wise, working against them a little bit early.
Give and go. Cosby couldn't finish at the rack. Walker loses the handle, stolen by Pringle. The bounce pass to Sears. Walters in transition. Activity with the press, and they'll retreat. Turner Buttrey on the floor for the first time, numeral 0 for EKU. Inside out it goes, an open three for Griffin.
At least my mind's conditioned. Like, okay, 10 points, 10 boards, 10 assists. No, 50 and Red had 11 blocks in that game. Unbelievable. This is a good Eastern Kentucky team. They hadn't found their rhythm like they'd hoped to that would carry over from last season. You covered them, but they returned 90% of their scoring. Some real.
Here in the first half, Kozar kept it alive. Yukamato rejected by Pringle. Well, Nick Pringle's had himself quite a first half already. A season high 7 rebounds, and we still have 4.5 to go in the half. But a move by Sears, and he was fouled. Reitzel. When the ball was on the floor forever, finally corralled by Estrada.
Well, everybody else was standing and reaching, and Estrada said, forget that. Bigs are doing a nice job sprinting the court.
And now Alabama running again after the quick trigger, and then a turnover. It's loose.
Great hustle.
The Tide will settle down. Sears to Pringle. Good job by Nick Pringle down low.
Great dump off by Mark Sears, getting all the way to the paint.
Well, Alabama's offense has been dynamic all year, leading the SEC and scoring 3rd in the country. 11 different Tide players have scored in this ball game.
Finishing around the rim. It's like Rod Strickland. That's old school right there. I do. I'm a kid. I remember Rod Strickland. These other guys going. Just one of the other. Estrada misfires there. Offensive rebound and put back. Well done by Nick Pringle on the offensive glass. Getting back down the floor. Lawrence. Boy, poked out of there by Pringle. Known as explosive like a rocket. Reitzel. Sears. We were waiting for him to get a shot off. That's tough. Another great ball fake. Love that. Presley, if Lewis can do it. Blocked by Pringle.
And continue to watch for the Gamecocks. Their spacing on the offensive end. It gives them more freedom for the cutting and for open shots.
Ryland Griffin back to Sears.
Surprised Griffin passed up the first open one. Look at the ball move.
Estrada fires. Rebound. Studi fires for 3 off the front of the rim. Cooper now. That one is tapped away and out of bounds. It'll stay with South Carolina.
In with big minutes and made huge plays.
Former 4-star, top player in South Carolina, top 100 recruit for Lamont Paris. There is Sears knocking that home. 8 now for Sears with a couple of threes.
And good execution. Sears made a back screen for Nelson, and both defenders went with Nelson on the cut. Allowed Sears to get the wide open look.
Murray Boyles gonna Estrada down the other way. Griffin, point game despite the fact that Alabama has turned it over 6 times. Griffin pass inside, and that one goes to Nick Pringle to play here in the first half. Boy, Max is powering his way down to that low block.
And loves to use his body. He likes contact. Solid defense by Pringle.
Tough 3 from Reitzel. Can't get it to go. Last touch by South Carolina. It'll stay with the Tide.
I love it when SEC play starts and the officials let the bigs bang. Solid by Pringle not to leave his feet, not to buy any fake, because that's what B.J. Mack wants you to do. Get off your feet, get the contact, get to the foul line. And they'll make it more difficult for a guy like B.J. Mack or any other guy that transfers in to get easy buckets.
Sears.
Wow. I tell you what, Pringle, you might have said that's a football play. He just cleared the whole lane up. Almost acts like he got hurt.
Ichi Johnson couldn't get it to go. Pringle the rebound. Sears.
I almost think that was a skip pass.
Yeah.
And Sears intercepted the skip pass, or at least knocked it down.
6 on the shot clock, knocked out of bounds at a century near Beaufort, South Carolina. For out of the Citadel.
This is the third opportunity in one possession to score.
There's a turnover. Pringle to Nelson. They tap.
Base it out. Get back into Alabama basketball. It's 10 degrees, so he's doing okay down here.
Yeah. Despite the tough night offensively.
Effort. You got a chance to win this ball game. Down in Richardson, Texas, a friend of mine lives in Dallas, so let's go watch, and I did.
Yeah, that was worth the
price
of admission. Here's Sears, who's been worth the price of admission tonight.
Hello.
Estrada, the 3, the assist to Sears. And Alabama has pushed this out to a 9-point advantage.
Dave, this second half, Alabama has been better on the defensive end. They've been aggressive, they've defended, and when they run, these are the shots they get, and we know what kind of offensive juggernaut this team can be.
In the beginning of the second half, they're just 1 for their last 14 from the field.
Where does this team rank as far as shooting teams he's had? But he finally figured out what I was trying to ask him, but he said, you know what, this team could get on the board.
Estrada working on Davis. Pringle. Too strong, but drew the foul. For a year at Dodge City Community College.
He had the career game in the NCAA tournament against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. 19 points, 15 rebounds.
Bozeman's Verdonk.
Gamecocks have really been stagnant in this second half. A lot of one-on-one plays, kind of relying just.
Here's Nelson. Estrada. Easy layup.
Here's what Nelson can do. Now, can he finish that play? Doesn't have to. What you do if you're a teammate, you find open areas and open looks. Nobody baseline, but there's our man Pringle again. He's kind of got a good little hold down there.
Here's Bell.
Well, what a load inside.
It'll belong to Alabama.
You know, Pringle fights him. He only weighs 230 pounds, so he's getting up 50 pounds. But he makes Bell work for everything Bell's trying to get inside.
Connor Vanover gets a start at the 5.
That's what Shawnee's can do. Just get the ball in his hands. He can make tough twos.
Estrada with the pass and the finish. And they're going to call that an N1 opportunity for Alabama.
This is a pick and roll here where the rotation's right there. And to be able to catch that in the air with the defender right under you and put it in soft off the glass. Well done by Pringle.
Of assists. He's got a great field day as a scorer. Now they trap him, and he's able to get out of there. Extra pass for Bama. And Pringle gets challenged.
They're certainly better with him on the court, but that sort of balance allows him to have that trust.
You see the dunk in the South Carolina game?
I did.
Can we talk about getting back on defense? Carter, size advantage on Sears. He rolls right into Pringle. They nearly walked with it. Now Aiden Shaw is off the mark. He's already made its first 5 shots. Just 2 for 9 since. Sears with a burst. Physical play and Pringle with the layup.
Well, Sears, as you described that burst, he's got an extra gear. And
I was surprised that you, Dane, were sitting so close, but I guess you got invited. Here's Pringle. Finish that lob jam.
Well, Pringle's a quick learner. Instead of going up with one hand, go up with 2 and finish strong. Golder says, oh, help's coming that way. Let me get out of trouble. Nice pivot work.
Inside to Pringle again.
Yeah, right back at him.
I think it's an ankle injury, but Sears walking very gingerly out in the front court. Whew, wow. The dipsy-do for Estrada by Nelson. Beautiful pass, and Bates will go back to the free throw line.
Play. Give it to Martin, and he's going to give a backdoor pass here. Nice job, and whew, that's a lot of ball right there.
So Bates at the free throw.
Just got to find a way to get consecutive stops here.
Bates is fired up. Guarding Reitzel. Nelson, quick baseline move. And Carolina, Dakota, Mr. Basketball during his time at Devils Lake High School. Got some pushback and finally change it after.
Sent from the three. They rely on it more than Tennessee, but Tennessee can knock it down as good as anyone in this league.
Yeah, and Jimmy, those are two wide open threes. Connect missed one. Vescovy knocked his in inside. A foul on Vescovy, and Nick Pringle will go to the free throw line, finish off a three-point play. Revving everyone on the shoulder to remind you, like, I know all about Dalton and what he does, and Zakai and Adu. He's a terrific shooter. Pringle knocks down a one-handed free throw, and it's 5-3 early. Ziegler the hard take. That one is denied by Pringle. And they say Estrada stayed in bounds. Estrada, very good three-level scorer. Here he takes it into the paint. That's pretty.
Yeah, he's got all the moves, man. He's got an ability to punch the ball inside on the paint and on the glass. Man, are they a tough cover.
Good bounce pass. Pringle, that's good body work as he laid it up and in over Adu.
And more important, they're guarding the ball. If you can't guard the ball, you can't guard the threes. Because as soon as you get that paint touch, you get a pretty good look. And man, Tennessee in non-conference play with the best of them. A couple of neutral floor losses out in Maui, and then you and I saw.
Sam Walters knocked down a couple of threes in the first half. Now he threaded the needle, and I think Walters was even surprised it got through all those hands. Points. But we saw that show the other night with the 39. Sears has two guys on him, so that frees up Reitzel in a ball fake. Tipped back up and in inside.
Alabama leading it 20-18 with 10:53 remaining in the first half. Pringle to Griffin, throws it down low. Pringle underneath, throws it home. The double team went to the red-hot Rylan Griffin, and he made them pay.
He's hot, but he's also unselfish and understands that two guys came at him. There was somebody wide open. It was his teammate, Nick Pringle, who gets the easy dunk.
Was not. Estrada. Nope. Followed by Pringle.
Already in this game. Estrada with a mismatch. He finds Pringle. He went up to dunk it. He will lose the...
Distracting not only shooters, but everybody else in the gym. And he's back at work tonight.
37 in favor of Auburn. Sears open. And Walters takes it. That doesn't go. Pringle rebound.
The baseline, that's Jordan Wright. He's LSU's leading scorer, about 15 a game for number 6 in the yellow. Knocked away and ball back to Alabama.
He's going to penetrate in, and he's so strong and his finish to the rim. That opens up those shooters for LSU.
Baker having a sensational week. Went for a SEC best 25 in this building last Saturday. Had a good game at Tennessee scoring-wise. Oh, a nice, strong move that time by Jared Stevenson to attack. And then the follow is good.
Scoring teams in the country and in the conference, you cannot let them run off missed shots or off turnovers.
Oh, great find that time with a throwdown for Nick Pringle. That was Estrada who was doing some work on the baseline.
Oh, first daylight they see, bang!
Sears connects.
Inside, he can elevate and finish through contact.
Playing some of the best basketball of his career, the fifth-year senior from outside of Florence, South Carolina. Lob pass into Pringle, count the basket.
It's the rotation over Hannibal there, just a little too late. But he's not afraid to mix it up, to get in there. He puts the focus on the defensive side of the ball.
Sears open, and based on McMahon's reaction, they dodge a bullet there. However, the offensive rebound is pulled down by Pringle, and the putback is strong. this year for Nate Oates' team. They lost so much from a year ago. Oh, how about the lob? That's not really a lob. That was a dart to Pringle. And the throwdown. He was just 3 of 16 from the floor on Wednesday. Lob it back up to Pringle. It's the same play again.
Same play again. Look at that screen. Sears sets on Hunter Dean and Pringle to the backside. Stevenson puts it perfect where Pringle needed.
0 in the yellow. That's Trey Hannibal. Backdoor cut. Nick Pringle has just matched a season high with 15 points and +6 when it comes to the turnover margin. And those extra possessions and look, they add up. They can drown you. This Tide team can. Nick Pringle, new season high with 17 now.
Just working it around the horn to Reitzel on the right wing. Bounce pass to Pringle at the elbow. Back to Reitzel. Swings it over near side to Walters. Drives in. Tough shot off the glass. They're going to count it or wipe it off. Let's see. They're going to count the bucket, and it will be an and one opportunity for Sam Walters. The defender apparently was inside the restricted area, Brian. I was afraid they were going to call that a charge.
Now, Walters had the open three and decided to drive it hard. Defense not able to get outside. Basketball goes to the bench with 2 big second foul call.
Radford drives in, loses the handle as Pringle challenged him near the rim. Bama brings it front court. Estrada looking, Sears right of the circle. Catch and shoot 3. 21-10 lead. Here come the Aggies the other way. Obaseki giving it off to Coleman. Bowling his way down the lane. Missed it. Rebound snatched out of the air by Pringle. Bama wants to push it ahead. Here comes Sears. Stopping, looking, return pass. Deep 3. Short. Poor defender. He feeds it to Griffin instead, though. Ryland on the drive. Throws a lob that's saved by Pringle. Sears with 10 on the shot clock. Mark trying to shake free at 8. Gets into the lane at 7. Gets bumped by Coleman. And looking, beats the count, getting it to Pringle at the elbow. Pringle, 8, 7, backdoor look. Walters lays it up. He got bumped, no whistle, but got the shot to go on a nice feed from Pringle, and Bama leads by 8. Marcus Sears has it at 3, at 2. Sears at 1, high floater off the window, no. Rebound fought for, picked up initially by Walters, has it. He gets tied up now, and the arrow is going to favor Texas A&M.
Boy, you had it.
Stevenson goes up high above everybody to clear that one.
Alabama 1 for their last 8. Also turning the ball over way too much.
Walters giving it off to Pringle. Now to Estrada, driving in the lane, shows the ball, spins, shoots and scores with the left hand. Court where Taylor has it, over to Washington, going down the lane, got away with a push-off, missed the leader. Walters up high to snare it for Alabama. Gives it off to Reitzel, then to Estrada, gets it front court. Aaron trying to give it inside, does. Pringle, fake dunk, he got fouled, no whistle, but the bucket is good for Nick Pringle, and Bama leads it by 13 again. Radford, or excuse me, it was Estrada and Reitzel who knocked it away from Radford. Then he commits the foul. Turned out to be a good one for the Aggies, though, Brian, because it stopped Taylor trying to shake free, takes it top of the arc, now inside the circle, teardrop no good from the elbow, rebound fought for, missed by Garcia, now controlled by Reitzel front court. Luttrell into the lane, stops, shoots it, and scores from 6 feet.
Boy, these Alabama guards so patient taking it to the rim. They have explosiveness and athletic ability. The offensive glass, that was a tough shot by Coleman.
Underneath, Pringle had the dunk attempt blocked, but he got fouled in the process. Free throw shooter, we hope, Nick Pringle. I say we hope because that's usually the result when he goes one hand. When Hefner from the wing, short on the 3 attempt, rebounded by Pringle, and gives it off to Reitzel. And the Tide will bring it the other direction. Up comfortably, 88-69. Walters changes it, bottom, bank first 3. Another one for Sam, and Bama's got 91.
And Nick Pringle calling for the screen, wanting to get Walters open.
Blocked by both Pringle and Walters, but a foul is going to be whistled. They say he had a foot on the line, so that's a 2-point basket. Now Estrada throwing a lob. Pringle missed it and then laid it up and in for 2. Sears trying to get away from Richard. Now it's Estrada on the near side. Throws the lob. Pringle to finish. That was a clear catch and dunk Tough shot there from 8 feet, but got it to go, and the lead goes back to 7. Sears to Pringle on the far side. Nowhere to go with it. Backs it out to the timeline. Goes left now. Goes over to Pringle. Drives in. Lays it up and in. Back-to-back buckets for Nick Pringle.
And this one's set up by Rowland.
Clearly hit the foot of Griffin, but it looked like the pass was just a bad one. I don't know that he had time. OREB had the pass batted away and stolen. Gators worked the other way. Off the glass, missed on the attempt by Pullen. Rebounded Pringle. Ahead they go to Estrada. Reverse layup with a right hand is good. He'll try one from 17. No good. Rebounded Nelson. And Bama comes the other way again. Trailing by 3. Estrada, far side. Estrada to Sears. Mark going right. Into the lane. Hands it off. The finish from Pringle. And a timeout is called by the Gators. And listen to this crowd. By Tyrese Samuel. Bama front court with Estrada. Driving left, spinning right, kicking it to Pringle. Hands it off to Griffin. Back to Pringle. In the lane, lays it up and in for 2.
Back-to-back, big who finishes. He's had a big second half.
Richard on the drive. Scoop shot off the glass, no. Tipped in the air twice, 3 times. Walters comes out with it. Sam into the front court. Stops on the wing. Looks for the trailer. Gets it back. Walters around to Griffin. Looks right. Looks at the rim. Looks down low. Looks left. Fires it to Estrada. The lob. Pringle missed the dunk. Got it back. Had his shot attempt blocked, but he got fouled. The deep breath. And now the second one up. That one's off the back iron, and then it's settled through the net. Gators with it. A 3, top of the arc. No! Rebound Pringle, and Bama trying to claw all the way back. Down by 4. Getting it front court, Sears. Mark to the rack. Hands it off. Pringle, the layup for 2. And it's a 1-possession game. Timeout, Gators. The joints jumping, Brian, passing it for good reason.
And we asked for Mark Sears to step up. He did, and it's been more than just that huge 3 that he hit, his first of the game. But he's got 10.
Alabama. Mark working to his left, driving, backing out to Estrada. Inside the arc, now to Sears, rising, firing. And Bama is back on top for the first time since the early moments of this game. Griffin with 10 to shoot. Griffin from deep, short. Pringle tried to save it, and he does as it went off hand Logden.
Offensive teams in college basketball, but who can slow down the other here in the 5-minute overtime?
Tap is controlled in the backcourt by Alabama. Tide gets possession first. Estrada stopping in the lane, handing it off to Pringle. Driving, shooting, missing, rebounded Estrada. Puts it back up and in, and the Tide leads at 87-85. It's 5 on the shot clock. Pullen, giving it off. Clayton, 2. Clayton, 1. Lets it fire, and it misses. It rattled out. Scrambling. Pringle took it away. They'll call a tie-up, but the arrow will favor Alabama.
In the Georgia game, he came out and played beautiful.
Hot hand? No, Reeves missed it. Long rebound to Griffin for Alabama.
A great transition D right here.
Hard drive. Estrada gives it up. The jam for Pringle. And
they keep very busy too, but good cutting team. Love this little ball screen, lob you to death.
Sears averaging 20.4 points per game. Estrada bounces, and he gets an open slam for Nick Pringle.
And in this Georgia game, assists, 3, whatever you want. That first half. Oh, they got away with a nice pump.
The ball fake, the lob, and slam! It's Pringle up high.
Well, they use some regularity.
So it's a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes and change. Sears trying to end it, and he does. 39. Kentucky. Edwards has got 10 points. Estrada gives it up.
Nice hand. Ooh, goodness. I thought that was clean.
Foul. Pringle at the free throw line. What their average would necessarily be. Track down there off the miss. They've got 40 points with 35 seconds to go in the first half. Sears, a series of moves and takes it to the rim. Put some English on it at the end.
Nice job by Pringle sealing the deal. Going to get hit here once in a while, but tournament time, they're going to be awfully tough.
Extra feed from Pringle, cleared by Diabate. The jumper.
Good clear out here.
Doesn't go for Cosby, but they get the follow. Dillingham swing.
Doesn't stick in Shepard's hand.
Evisic short and rebounded by Pringle. Up the floor, Cosby. Extra. Jumper Griffin. No.
He's had a lot of good looks too.
Gang rebounding. They're going to get a tie-up. 13 for Zvonimir Evisic. Put down on the follow by Pringle.
Flanagan working right of the circle, goes to the wing, stops, fires a pass inside, batted around, fought for, caroms off bodies, picked up under the pile by Griffin, who gives it out now to Nelson, to Sears. Mark looking to his left, nothing there, drives to his right, gets in the lane, gets to the rim and lays it up and in for two. And the lead goes to 13 again. Sears with it, top of the circle. Playing off the screen, drives in, tough leaner left hand. It crawled over the front rim, and Bama is back to within 11. 30-17 Ole Miss. Here's Bama the other way. Estrada on the wing, playing off the screen from Pringle. Drives, dumps it off to Nick, who makes a nice catch in traffic, then lays it in for two.
Continue to get good looks, and they've got too many shooters to continue at this cold pace.
Sears up top, Stevenson. Jaron will drive in, stops, hands it off to Pringle. Shot left hand, no, but he gets fouled, and he'll go to the line. The senior for the Crimson Tide. Only a 48% free throw shooter. The one-handed approach, perfect on the attempt. Flanagan front court with the Rebels up by 9. Goes to the right, blocked by Pringle. 5 to the basket. Stepped on the sideline right in front of Bart Lennox, who didn't hesitate to make the call. And that.
Then Jamarian Sharp gets the block shot, but fortunately, Bama gets it back.
Pringle back in for Alabama, replacing Diabate. Here's Estrada on the drive, spinning to his right, kicking it to Sears. 3, right wing, bottom. Picked up by the Rebels. They give it back out, far side, free ball, rattles out. No good by Murray, and here's Bama the other way. Sears crossing over, going down the lane, steps through, got hit, lost it, got it back, hands it off. Pringle, pump fake, feed, Stevenson, had it blocked. Jaron got hit, but here's Estrada saving it for Alabama. Out to Walters. Come on, Sam. No good. Tip, no for Pringle. Nick got it back. Pump fake, left-hand shot, no, but he got fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Nick Pringle, a Warrior down low for Alabama there.
Alabama is shocked as anybody because he's never open. The scouting report.
Keep doing what you're doing. Pringle hit the first free throw. He'll have another attempt upcoming, and that one is perfect as well. Sears, 8 on the shot clock. Morrell with it, driving to the rim. Scoop shot laid up, no good. Rebounded by Pringle, and here comes Sears pushing it ahead. Bama by 4, 60-56. Sears trying to get down the lane, does. Top shot, it wouldn't go. Brakefield on the right wing, working against Pringle. Flips it to Flanagan. Bama switches. Pringle on him. Murray at the free throw line. Jumper up. Misses badly. Pringle clears it. Hands it off to Sears. Mark driving. Circling away from traffic. Takes it top of the arc. Steps back. Deep three. Short. Rebounded. Estrada inside. Pump fake. Layup. Good. Aaron Estrada. Another board. His 5th. And Alabama make it the 6th for Estrada, and Bama leads it by 5. Who's been terrific from there.
And that was a mistake by Estrada. Just grabbed the jersey of Alan Flanagan and giving Ole Miss a couple at the stripe.
Back to a 4-point game. Estrada driving to the left wing. Behind the back pass to Sears. He'll drive down the lane. Around the horn. Cosby near side 3. Bottom. Hadaway freshman. Davin Cosby Jr. knocks it down. Back out to Morrell, and now back to Brakefield. Shot clock down to 12. Brakefield, a step back 3, and it's no good. And the rebound tipped by Pringle into the hands of Estrada. And Bama's got it up 5 with 5:22 to go. Far side Stevenson. Come on, Davin. Made it again. Davin Cosby Jr. knocks home another one. And Alabama leads by 9. And Ole Miss basketball. They'll drive, the runner high off the glass, missed by Murray. Rebound snatched by Mark Sears. Ahead to Estrada. He'll bring it ahead. Estrada looking. Baseline Pringle. Back to Estrada. Driving to the rim. Lays it up and in. 13-point lead for the Tide with 4:42 to go. Backing it out, working against the defender Flanagan. Wants him one-on-one. Sears gives it off to Estrada. Estrada down low Pringle. Pump fake, spins, lays it up and in for two. What a move, Nick Pringle, as Bama now leads it with 4 minutes to go by a dozen. Alabama after what is his 9th board to go with 16 points. Needs one more for the double-double. Inside Nelson to Pringle. Missed the layup, got it back and just shoved it up and in from the flat-footed. Wow.
To the defender and able to put it off the glass, and when you can counter with a drive and a hard finish like that with that shooting ability, you're big time.
How about that dish from Davin Cosby Jr. to Nick Pringle? Cosby was fantastic in their win over Ole Miss against Alabama.
Now watch this Cosby drive. When you come over and two guys leap up in the air, just make him finish.
They were down 14 at Ole Miss on Wednesday night with 5 minutes left in the first half, and they won by 15. So a 29-point swing. Pringle the lay-in off the dish from Griffin.
See, they are content to do it, and they're supporting Dalton Connect.
Yeah, Rick Barnes said they embraced him immediately. Griffin a good look, and hits it.
Rim.
Well, we mentioned Alabama is first in the nation in points per game. They're first in the nation in offensive efficiency per KenPom. They're 100th in the nation in defensive efficiency, though. Sears the bucket.
You got to see Alabama get a little grittier on the defensive end, because if they're made to play in the half court, it's advantage Tennessee.
Ziegler slip. Vescovy comes up with the loose ball.
And those are loose balls that Alabama has to come up with to win this game.
Pringle.
What a pass.
Cosby. Yes. The freshman from Richmond, Virginia, brings them within 6.
Well, Nick Pringle makes a great catch here, and then when he draws Vescovy in, just kicks it out to Davin Cosby for the wide open 3, and Alabama's starting to feel it. That's a Wimp Sanderson coat right there. Has to concentrate on Dalton Connect, but they've got to shut down some of these other Volunteers, and they're giving up some easy buckets.
Pringle over the top and a chance for 3. Tennessee has gone super small. Adu's got 2 fouls. Awaka's got 2 fouls. Estrella's gone back to the bench. They don't have a guy on the floor bigger than 6'6", Josiah Jordan-James.
That was just a lack of communication on the part of Tennessee. Ran a little flex cut low, and then Mark Sears came up and set a back screen on the as good as there is in the country with shot fakes.
Gainey's 3 rattles out. Pringle another rebound. Walters as well.
And Pringle picked up, remember, those 3 fouls in the first half.
Awaka in for James for Tennessee. Estrada the 3. And what a player he is. Well traveled. St. Peter's, Oregon. The last 2 years with Hofstra, had a triple-double this week against Ole Miss, and he is having a great night.
Great duck in.
Awaka, and Pringle got a piece of it.
I'm not lefty.
Connect, no. And Pringle down with it for Alabama.
Look at the pressure by Ziegler on Sears.
One of the better defenders in the country. I don't know how Sears knew Pringle was there, but he did. Give him another assist.
15 feet. What a terrible pass.
Good anticipation by Pringle, who's having a productive night, making a lot of plays for Alabama. Productive night, making a lot of plays for Alabama.
You don't see those kind of mistakes very often. Good fake.
Griffin to Estrada. Pringle keeps it alive. Alabama gets it back. Stevenson fouled by Adu. Number 3 on Jonas Adu.
Tentative, not quite 100%. He's 100% now. That was a foul by Meshack.
Estrada for 3. Pringle underneath. Another offensive rebound, and he's going back to the line. He has given them some excellent minutes here tonight.
He's really worked. Just got that inside position on Adu, just fought him, and then Vescovi reaches in to keep him from getting the easy stick back, and Nate Oates loving the effort from Nick Pringle.
Mentioned a few weeks later with 2-game suspension. Apparently everything has been great since he has come back, and you can see how important he is, especially with Nelson having fouled out of the game. Sears. Pringle couldn't finish it, but he's fouled.
What an effort by Nick Pringle. I mean, Mark Sears took Cy Ziegler all the way to the basket, just couldn't finish it. And Nick Pringle did not give up on the play. Boy, that's a big-time rebound over the top of Tobe Awaka. I mean, Jemai Meshack has been a huge factor in this second half.
Richard trying to shoot his way out of a slump, was only 1 for 11 from 3 coming in over the last couple. Good spin move from Estrada, then the pump fake. He finds Pringle, and he gets it to drop, and a 3-point chance for Nick Pringle.
I love the game of Nick Pringle right now. He's coming off of a 13-point, 9-rebound slugfest against Tennessee in the loss. But he keeps Alabama, in my opinion, from getting punked at the rim. Talking about 23 in red. He's very good getting his chest into yours. He's a big, explosive athlete.
2 personal fouls here early. That was his second on Handlog's. Pringle with a 3-point play, but that's in the country.
Well, Todd Golden's number tonight is to keep Alabama at 25 3-point attempts or lower. Not easy to do. They average close to 30.
Pringle fighting for the rebound, got fouled by Condon.
1 seed right now over Tennessee. And you think about Arizona, 14-4 in the Pac-12. It's a 2-bid league. A 2-bid league, and they're 14 seconds of their possession. Their points per possession is almost like 1.4, and they chart all those things, but you've got to keep Alabama out of the lane at the end of the day. If you guard the ball against 3, and that's why Alabama
flying after he lowered the shoulder.
Well, there's one push off. You're going to get him on the second push off. Probably could have called the first one with the extension, and
for a lot of us.
Yeah.
He was honored, got his framed jersey before the game today on senior night. One of 6 active players in college basketball. Whoa, Sears is getting going now. No, shot clock is late again. Walters turning the corner, working on Samuel, got the block. Shot clock at 5, that one hit the rim. Nelson with the follow. Done whatever it's wanted here in the second half on the offensive end. Samuel deep. Follow tip, no, and then Condon caught an elbow.
We're at Billy Donovan Court. And the last repeat national champion came right out of Gainesville. And I will not be shocked at all if UConn doesn't win it again this year. One of my top 5 players in college basketball this year. On the best team, he's their leader.
And the field, where would you lean?
I would take the top 3. I would take you.
Bama just 2 for 18 from 3 in this one. Estrada. Again, sleight of hand is sneaking past Samuel.
Isn't
one for warm-ups, then some teams would only provide one.
It's got to be the same ball that you're going to play with, though, is my point.
You would think. Sears transition three. And he buries that one. He's go for Walter Clayton Jr. He'll peel out. Clayton and Will Rich are both with 20-point games for the Gators. A turnover leads to an Alabama run out. Diabate, no. Pringle, yeah.
5. They'll be playing for a 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. Kentucky, Auburn, Alabama, for all of them. Alabama, again, they've only taken 21 three-point shots in this game. Coaches know.
It's 53% of the season. It's one of the best in the country from deep. They're making 11.5 threes per game. Let's take a look at today's starting lineups, brought to you by eBay. And Caleb Battle, certainly the superstar for this Arkansas team as of late. Eric Musselman has moved those chips around throughout the entire season.
Lesson from that three-point line.
Arkansas may have an advantage on the interior in this one. Mark gets denied by Nick Pringle, who's getting a start in this one.
23 years now, this guy has won at every step along the way. CBA, USBL, 3 times in the NBA.
That's
as
a
a
lot
head coach.
Yes. A lot of alphabet soup there.
Absolutely it is.
Nelson with the drive. Shuffled it off to Pringle. They got a nice touch inside.
Tom, he's a key guy for Alabama in the month of March
here. And I know he's been frustrated by that foul trouble lately. Here's Sears behind the screen from Pringle. Probes, gets doubled and got a shove on a push from behind by L. Ellis.
Sears doesn't
split up over the course of this season. He said he finally picked up our defensive concepts that's earned him more playing time. His scoring is going to be this event where he at his best, where they want to get the ball in his hands.
You cannot let him drive right if you're Alabama. Now he can go score left. He's got a lot of lift on his jump shot.
Got you. He's very patient. He's shown great leadership. Out to Latrell Wrightsell Jr. Returned from a concussion against Florida.
Inland playing like the lane's on fire allows Ellis to get inside with his spin move.
Pringle off balance, earns a whistle.
Under the ball. So now your misses, Tom, should be either long multiple guys. Ellis, Devo Davis, Tremont Mark. They have all done a good job on 1 in red so far in this game.
This is the first
inside the top 10. North Carolina leads that scenario. 25-10 run, faster than anybody else in college basketball. And they score such a high percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock, one of the top 3 teams in the country. There you go.
Sears is the catalyst. The leading scorer in the league has his second triple.
Yeah, he works.
Sears finding his flow.
Multiple ways to get him open. He misdirection. He runs to his left, and then the foot race back to the right. Kind of a staggered screen up top that we see in transition a lot of.
Good defense by Nelson to turn around Ellis. And a hand in his face. Ellis turns it over.
Just fighting and doing a good job of keeping it out of the paint on every possession.
Bama leads the nation in scoring. 91 points a game. There's Wrightsell with a paint touch in his score.
To my point, Alabama percent better off of catch and shoot threes than he is off the bounce. Watch out.
To Sears. Got it.
Can't get hung up in traffic. You cannot get hung up in traffic with Sears in transition. Couple of weeks.
He does not lack for confidence.
What would your number have been if you went with that theory when you played?
99 is the largest number you can put on a jersey. So
7'7" wingspan just ate up the ball.
Battle loses it, trying to feed it inside. Numbers for the Tide. Wrightsell for 3.
Tom, Alabama has a shot to be the 2 seed, right, in Nashville next week. And they've got 18 minutes and 30 seconds to get this thing fixed.
Into the hands of Sears. A little change of pace results in an Arkansas foul on Tremont Mark, which is
under talking about Sears. It may be delayed action for him. There it is. Good job by Ellis to cover it up.
Ellis had to fight through another screen to get to him. Sears left it under the rim. Pringle and fouled on the putback for 6 from the stripe today. He started the first long a season it is, and for any player who sees those minutes dwindle, don't give up, don't quit. You'll have another opportunity, and Pringle taking advantage of it.
Yeah, he is their best screener at that 5 position to trigger those paint touches and that ball reversal and that out free throws.
Here's Sears.
It took us a while to get there, but another intense battle in the SEC on the last day of regular season play.
Estrada gets turned around. And around Pringle and lays it in for his first bucket of the game.
Working against Walters. Let's fly from deep. That's no good. Long rebound. Pringle hands it off to Sears. Bama down 5, pushing it ahead. Mark near side. Estrada. One more. Walters to the rack. Laid it up and in. Sam Walters over to Ellis. Ellis driving, spinning, shooting. Wild shot. No. Rebound Pringle. He got another one. Here's Estrada. Bama needs a 3 to tie. Some ball games. Now, make no mistake, they have been boat raced in several, but they have also battled many teams to the wire, as they are Alabama. In fact, they've got the lead right now by 4. Here's Sears with it, driving, stopping, backing it out beyond the arc. Sears circles away from trouble. Goes down the lane, gets hacked, knocked to the deck, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Another tough one goes against the Tide. They inbound it, then they lose it out of bounds, and Bama's got it. I don't know if there was any poetry to that, but there was indeed justice. 5-0, got him there, catch and shoot, 3 ball short. Rebound though, run down by Pringle to Sears, spinning left, giving it off to Pringle. Pringle to Sears, Sears out to Reitzel, fakes a 3, steps back for the tie. Hands it off to Brazil, left wing. Brazil will drive to the free throw line. Shot blocked. Back out Estrada. Estrada, bounce pass inside. Pringle got...
And Mitchell.
Pivots, looks, Pringle, backing down, giving it to Nelson for 3. No, Pringle, a dribble to his left, a handoff, Estrada. Estrada the drive, the runner off the glass. Driving to the elbow. Reitzel stopping, backing it out, throws it down low. The catch, the flush. Their battle. Reitzel off the screen, works inside the arc, works down the lane, works to the paint, works it in. Oh, mercy. What a play, Latrell Reitzel, running off the hip of Nick Pringle.
In the win, he played well. In the loss, he fouled out and was not impactful. Those are the starters for the Gators. They've been consistent with their starting 5, but Micah Handlogton did not see much time last night. And Handlogton gets scored on as Nick Pringle comes flying down the lane.
Well, Nate Oates implored to his team, we've got to win the paint points. How about 8-0 to start the game? Here's that pocket pass. When you come up and set that screen, roll hard to the A+ for Alabama to start this game based on the scouting report. They're going to play one-on-one down here in the post, hold their own, and then drive those guards to the basket as you saw right there.
Samuel, mid-range. That is a shot that Alabama will invite him to take all night long. 5 of 7 from the floor. Tyrese Samuel can't make it from 3 feet away, and here comes Sears. The Florida staff took over under Todd Golden. He was already committed to Alabama. He had a great game against the Gators in Tuscaloosa. Kugel, Condon, surprised he didn't look to shoot that one. Clayton Jr. into Nelson. Rebounded by Pringle. Food City Center. Pullen penetrates on Reitzel. Back out to Kugel. Shot clock getting late. It's at 5. Samuel trying to drive. Foul charge to Kugel. Estrada around the Sears screen and behind Pringle for 3. That's a good looking play. Aaron Estrada has his second triple. You can. Sears bounces it to Nelson. Shares it to Pringle for the jam. Without him. Now Clayton with the drive.
Less is more.
Yeah, genius of a leader. She knew. Here's Sears, was open for a split second. Ball fake and a spin, try to put a little masse on it. And minute to play in the half. Florida has led at the half.
Loves the spin move on that left block. Pringle forgot the scouting report.
As a sophomore, grew to 6'9" as senior college power forward at Dodge City. Sears penetrates and takes it off the glass.
There, but now all of a sudden you got 7 seed A&M and then Mississippi State, what, 8 or 9? still alive.
A better sight for the SEC men's basketball tournament. Here's Pringle at the free throw line.
Back about.
Yeah, he shut us out of the wings. Condon off the mark. It will be live post-game from the set here in Bridgestone Arena. Wrightsell Jr. for three.
They got to do the full show. No cheating either. You can't tape the C and D segment ahead of time. Police come up and he says, any problems here? It goes, no, we're just chilling.
And what's fixable about what went wrong for Bama tonight?
Well, nice dunk there by Pringle. So it's the trying to find the best defensive rotations. And this has been a tough matchup for him with these Florida bigs.
There's a walk for Samuel, but what if?
I think the other thing, too, for Florida is they got the message from Todd Golden. Yes, they won against Georgia, but that was not a good defensive effort. They were getting beat off the bounce all game long. A little bit showing you the right, then switches it last minute with the left.
Pringle can't stop popping and got another jam. He's got a dozen.
A difficult shot, almost got the block shot, but off the glass and in.
10-8, Charleston with a lead, 15:25 to go in the opening half. Nice feed down low, Estrada to Pringle, and he lays it in to tie it at 10.
I love the fact that Nick Pringle just laid it up, didn't try to dunk it.
They get it to go, and it's down to a 1-point Bama lead.
Boy, Charleston almost turned it over 2 or 3 times on that possession and ends up with an alley-oop.
Griffin, 3, bottom, catch and shoot from the top of the arc. He gets open, and Bama leads by 4. Another bank first 3 against Pringle. They'll give it off Policelli. Catch and shoot 3, short. Rebounds.
Oh, my.
Up high above everybody. Nick Pringle. And here comes Sears, front court for the Tide. Gives it off to Wrightsell. Catch and shoot 3, and he's back. Latrell Wrightsell Jr. knocks it home. The bank first 3. Pump fake, looks, throws it back outside to Griffin. Ryland working to his right, gives it back inside Pringle, dribbled it off his foot, handed it off to Nelson, gets mugged, and he will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Let me add, on both sides at times, they go to new basketballs in the NCAA tournament a lot, don't they, Brian? And they're as led by as many as 13. That's where we are right now with 1:54 to go, and a beautiful lob, Estrada to Pringle. He slams it in. 7th on the Crimson Tide, but man, there aren't many any better than Nate Oates coming out of a timeout, set up something perfect for Nick Pringle to get a lob, and he knows what to do it when he's above the rim.
Oh, so well executed, and my only concern is that Nick might have hit his head on the rim. He was so high up. That was as easy as it gets, well executed. And
Estrada to Pringle. Inside, had it stripped. He is fouled.
A break. Alabama just doesn't have a ton of.
And looking to get it in, does so to Pringle left wing. He will hand it off to Sears. Back to Pringle, goes inside. Trailer now Griffin. Ryland left alone. 3, no good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Estrada. Sears dead on 3. To work away from a defender in Pringle. Now he'll drive right side of the lane. Gets caught underneath. Spins, kicks it back out. The open 3 just ahead of the buzzer is no good. 7 and moving here in the opening half. It's Wrightsell on the drive, going down the lane. To Grant Foster. Into the low post, they'll dump it off. Reverse layup attempt, blocked, flat-footed by Pringle. They go over on that trip. And now Bama goes inside. Pringle for the flush.
Nick Pringle, he rolls to the basket and does a chin up on the rim. Beautiful high pick and roll.
McLaughlin trying to back his way down against Stevenson. Shot blocked by Pringle.
Pick and roll with a finish from Nick.
Nick watching as Estrada drives. Griffin, corner 3, bottom. The paint, got away with a push off on Sears, got away with a shoulder on Sears. Bama Lane kicking it left side. Estrada steps into a 3, too strong. Rebounded here in this second half. Pringle to Sears. Mark left alone, dead on 3. Top of the arc, Pringle handing it off to Sears. Mark stepping back, deep 3 for the Tide. In and out, no good. Tipped out, but a foul's going to be whistled on GCU with 5:40 to go. Boy, Nick Pringle laying it on the line. Teskett lets it fly and knocks it down. Gives it off to Estrada. Estrada working into the lane. Bounce pass, Sears. Sears inside, kick, right corner, three. Walters, no.
Shooter, but there are a lot of tired guys on the floor.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
He missed it. Rebound, Diabate goes in, off the glass, count it. Left side to Pringle, a dribble, a pivot, a give to Diabate. Mo in the lane, jump stop, reverse layup, good. At 5, Sears from deep for 3. No. Rebound claimed by the Lopes, and then they lose it. Picked up by Pringle to Estrada. Trying to add to a 3-point lead late. 6 gives it to Pringle. Nice feed inside. Diabate, left-handed shot is good. 7, Sears at 6, Sears at 5, Sears to the rack, inside, Pringle the flush! Left, Sears, throwing it in the low block to Estrada, drives into the lane, puts up a little teardrop, got Griffin at the timeline, left alone, deep 3, no good, long rebound goes to Pringle, a bounce pass back to Griffin in the corner. Griffin needs help, gives it off to Nelson. Nelson will pivot. He will take a couple of dribbles, a third, a fourth. Has it back beyond the arc, gives it off to Griffin. Nice look inside to Grant, lays it up, no. Rebound Sears, lays it up and in for 2.
Nick Pringle with the offensive rebound putback. Help came, and the dunk was a result.
Pringle at the elbow, a bounce pass to Sears. Short corner jumper from 8 feet. Nelson with it in the corner, gives it to Pringle, now to Griffin. 3. Off to the free throw line. He'll throw a bounce pass inside Baycott. Trying to work away from a double team. A bounce pass to Cadeau. Missed the layup. Rebounded by Nelson, and here comes Bama the other way.
Cadeau missed it, but Alabama with 2 6'9", 6'11" players right there.
Stops, looks, bounce pass to Pringle, back to Estrada. He'll drive into the lane. Tough, sweeping hook shot. 8:53 to go first half here in L.A. Baycott backing his way down. Double team, needs help. Fires it back out, stolen. Estrada
did against Grand Canyon.
Inbounding it, Sears. Catch and shoot 3. Bottom. Estrada working the left wing. Gives it up to Pringle. Hands it off to Sears. Mark driving down the lane. Splitting defenders. Lane. Baycott handing it off. Davis, 15-foot jumper. No good off the back iron. And up above everybody is Pringle to claim it. Driving to the basket. Gets to the rim. Lays it up and in for. They said it was a 3. Sears for 3. Too strong. Rebound tipped into the hands of Estrada. To Griffin for 3. No good. Rebounded though by Pringle. A third chance opportunity upcoming for the Crimson Tide. Great feed. Sears layup good for 2. Nick Pringle, the great assist.
On both ends of the floor.
Pringle on the drive. Hands it off. Nelson got bumped. Sears near side. Deep 3. Oh, too strong. But the rebound, Pringle missed. Rebounded Stevens. Looking for Baycott. Gets it to him. Pringle defending. He'll try to spin left. He does. Gets to the baseline. Spins, shoots, and misses. Estrada. Poise, fellas. Estrada to Pringle. Back to Estrada. The drive. The shot. The layup. It is good. Here comes Bama the other way. Down 6-3. Ryland changing directions. Working 3 for the tie. Bottom. Shefflin to Hall. Right of the circle. Throws it low post. Deflected by Pringle.
Open layups.
I simply meant the catch and the layup in one motion when I said that. But Sears gets it done on the back. Floating to the corner. 3. Missed. Rebound Pringle. And he is fouled. Backcourt. Bama runs it down. Still with possession. Here's Griffin. Driving. Getting downhill. Getting out to Sears. All alone. Left wing 3. Bottom. Full pivot. Gives it off to Sears. Mark looking low. Finds Nelson. Hands it off. Pringle the flush. The first of 2. Bends the knees. Shoots it. Makes it. Griffin. Inside Sears. Fires a pass. Nelson throws it back down on the big man Shefflin.
How about the catch and the pass, Nick Pringle?
Big swap dunks. Bama sees Clemson go the other way. A block by Nelson after the great defense from Pringle. Ahead is Griffin. Lays it up. It's going to be goaltending. Sears. Mark working against the defender. Has it right side. Steps back. Deep 3. Bottom. Back out to Godfrey. Godfrey down low. Shefflin. Shefflin double team. Trying to bull his way. Shot blocked. Great defense, Alabama. The one-handed approach. Perfect. Knocked around. Estrada as the shot expires. Tipped in the air. No. Scramble. Pringle puts it up. No. Nick Pringle, a grown dadgum man right there. Pringle, the first of 2. Perfect. Good Lord, Nick Pringle.
Grant Nelson out of the game. Jaron Stevenson in because of his foul trouble.
Left, rises, fires, short this time. Tip, Pringle. Oh, native against the Clemson Tigers. Hits the free throw. 12 inside. Sears, pump fake, lays it up, count it, and he's fouled.
Brian Pasek, you know that I love everything there is to love about Bama basketball, but I am absolutely proud of Nick Pringle and the effort and the toughness. Well, he showed that toughness a couple of nights ago against North Carolina, and he is gutting it out and playing so hard and tough.
Shorted, you might say. Yeah. Respect for the officials. Estrada, give it up. Nelson fires. Connects on a throw. Knocked off the foot of Sears at the last moment. Alabama has possession.
Castle with Sears, occasionally they'll switch it.
Pringle, handoff. Nelson, long strides. He challenges Klingon for two. And he... Reitzel. Nice bouncing. Pringle. Denied. Foul call. Clear.
But even the recovery by Klingon, fantastic.
It was on there. He got a technical during the tournament as well. He was upset at a call.
Yes, but he has been a really good jolt for this team because you could play him at the 5 spot, play him at the 4. He's been in the starting lineup. He's come off the bench. Transferred from Wofford. Good defender and does a lot of little things, bringing intensity to Nate Oates' squad.
And with Nelson out, they're going to need a lift from him and others.
And Nelson has not come back after that second foul. Pringle, a 55% shooter. 25 UConn. Toss it out for Pringle.
Got to keep this guy out of the lane. Good finisher. Estrada.
Estrada, he's crafty. Cross. Back from Pringle. Shot clock down to 4. Estrada hoists and hits. And it's a 3.
Pringle with a great screen to set him up as well.
6 points now for Cam Spencer. And UConn leads at 38-33. The drive. Sears works his way inside for the deuce. Of Southborough, Massachusetts. Griffin, give it up. Deflected by Klingon. Poke it to Estrada. Jab and jumper for 3.
It's just talented right there, Kim.
He's an attractive moaner.
That's a positive. We're going to hit the 8-minute mark. Sears, ball fake. Sears. Oh, he corkscrews in for 2 and the foul.
Creative. Goodness, you don't think he can score at the rim? Finds a way.
Both Klingon there and Castle. Great pause there. And a bump by Castle. Great concentration, absorbing that contact. And a little screen by Pringle to move Klingon out of the way to create that